Yeah, good evening, folks. I'm David, one half of Rudderless. My cohort in chaos is the illustrious John. He's about half of Rudderless.
I want
Um,
5/8.
sure, sure. I know you're from Maine where they practice the new math, and so that's a perfectly fine thing for you to have. Okay.
Thank you.
What else do they have in Maine anyway? All right, well, I'm sorry. Anyway, we're going to be doing whatever we find interesting because we're going to discover it and hopefully you'll see something that you haven't seen before and one of us or the two of us together will create it. We'll be right back. You'll see what I mean.
It's been that kind of day.
This kind of day, it's better than most.
That's why I like hanging out with you. You always find the bright side.
It's better than most in that I just have to come right out and say it. Okay. It's better than most. You haven't been around as much today.
So what I hear you saying is today is better because I'm not here. I
Actually,
get,
I'm sorry. Do you want to use your opportunity to fill that in? Because you're not haven't been
I just
around.
wanted to clarify. I just wanted to make sure that I heard you and understood you.
All right. So tell me again your hearing interpretation thing, because
Today,
yeah,
better than most days
yeah.
because me am not here.
I would say that, your listening skills have really improved.
How did this become about me?
Well, I mean, I enjoy being with you when I know that you're giving me your undivided attention. And
I'm
if you're
sorry.
not,
I'm sorry. What did you say?
today has been a better day than most.
Do you want me to move in or not?
As long as you pay first and last, I don't care. I, I'm not going to be here.
You're so you're moving. You're telling me you're moving.
No, I'm just not going to be here. I mean, this was never like you're asking me, do I want you to move in? Go right ahead. I'm just the landlord. So,
I thought you were living in the apartment below me. I mean, part of the lease was that I could use your television.
you've been stalking me.
I don't have a television.
I'm amazed by the things that I see in a public restroom.
It shouldn't be a surprise to you.
And I am gobsmacked that you, the gentleman who was just parked in the stall right next to me not too many moments ago, is telling me, other than being stall mates, we have nothing in common. What should be a surprise to me?
Well, there's only this one small mirror in here. I mean, of course, people are going to be using it.
Another thing, if I do that
Well, because my personal hygiene is just that, my personal hygiene.
in a public restroom, I'm amazed at the things that some people do. You, for example, in a public restroom.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't see the sign at the door that said, "Don't check your teeth in the public restroom." Well, I forget which law that breaks.
Oh, it doesn't break any laws. It's just kind of part of the cultural ethos for those of us who have not grown up using public restrooms as though they were private.
How about a little sympathy? Maybe I don't have a private restroom to use.
I'm sorry. I just came in here to use the bathroom because I needed to. I'm not here to have an experience of empathic to some weirdo who's flicking the underside of his tongue and pulling the particles of canned corn out of his teeth in the restroom. And then I got to go back. Yeah, right. You thought I didn't see.
That was fresh corn, by the way.
And now you got flicked up into your eye because you're doing it in a public restroom.
I was sleeping in that stall last night, okay? This is all I got. I got this small mirror. I got, the water when it's running, mostly cold, and I got the stall.
You know what concerns me about this exchange is I I have this deeply seated concern. Let me see how it goes out. So if I say I'm going to talk to the manager, are you going to tell me you're the manager?
Is there an opening? I must admit, you're much taller in person.
So I'm of grander stature in person, okay, which means that I'm exceeding your expectations, Dad.
Well, we don't have these talks very often, son, and I just want you to know where you stand.
Dad, we haven't been in person for 26 years.
Well, little Damon, I just I was busy.
Dad, I know you were in prison.
Prison can be busy.
I know you were in prison because I ratted you out.
I always appreciated that you were painfully honest, Damon.
And I'm taller than you ever expected. You really spent your 26 years well, Dad.
Well, I did send your mother that check every month, and it appears she used it for proper nutrition for you and your siblings.
Proper nutrition for my siblings. You you do realize that they're not your kids.
Oh, that explains the different hairstyles.
In fact, based upon some DNA testing, I'm not your kid either.
But I've always thought of you as a son.
And I'm taller than your expectations.
Could you get something off the top shelf for me?
So that's how typewriters work.
You know, I always say, when you got a good one, you just go with it. You don't build on, you got a good house, you don't build an extra floor on it. You just let it stay.
You just let it remain as it is. I I'm more adventuresome than that.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that, Ronnie. You've always been the adventurous one.
I like I'm thinking like why stop at a two-story house to jump off the roof of to see if I can fly? Why not like go to like a seven-story house and see if I can fly?
I'm buying your logic, Ronnie. I understand exactly where you're coming from. I just say you got a good two-story house, whether you fly or not, you stay with that.
Yeah, but flying is part of the adventure that I crave. Like airplanes don't do it for me. Okay? I mean, strapping a bunch of carrier pigeons to my arms and putting on these, cardboard wings and using them to get lift. Not with this belly. Doesn't work for me.
There was that one time you had a little lift.
No, the fact that you document my successes really, I find that kind of endearing.
This little notebook your successes in this little notebook.
And the, the fact that you care enough to sacrifice yourself to record my successes, albeit only in a little notebook.
Well, you see, that's the thing, Ronnie. It's not your successes, and I'm not sacrificing. It's just that you splat in my driveway every time, and it gets in the way when my kids are playing.
I know, but your house now is like one of the most popular houses in the neighborhood. Everybody wants to hang out with your kids to see if Ronnie's going to take a flying leap and go
Hey,
splat.
hey, gang, Ronnie's taking off today. Guaranteed to draw a crowd.
So you are my kind of like de facto agent. You 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 do care about me.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't. You are my favorite little pretend bird.
Your favorite? Your I am your most special. I want to see the notebook. Maybe you've written some personal things in there. Can I see the notebook?
Well, it's a lot of it's tic-tac-toe, Ronnie. It's kind of
Yeah,
I have to
but
do something while I'm watching you strut on that roof there.
yeah, but huh?
There's a couple hangmans in there. Solitary hangman.
And then here's this one line that here it comes up at the bottom of every page. I wish I could be like Ronnie. Next page. I wish I could be like Ronnie.
I was thinking of an advertising campaign. We get a shot of you right on the peak, the crowd murmuring below, and then a cut line right across the bottom. I wish I could be like Ronnie.
So why don't you join me on my next flight? Now.
Yeah, well, about that. Some people are meant to fly, some people are meant to watch them splat on the ground.
I wish you could be like Ronnie.
In some ways, we're all Ronnie.
I admire your intensity no end.
Just watch that. I appreciate your admiration, but just keep your eyes open.
Uh, Careful there. It's not about the watching. It, it's about the intensity. You bring a certain tightly drilled focus into everything.
Oh, moved away. I guess I lost my focus. Damn.
This is an opportunity then.
An opportunity, you say?
Well, if you have nothing to focus on, maybe you could redirect yourself.
But but if you have nothing to focus on, what is life worth?
Look around. Maybe there's someone who would like you to focus on them.
Someone? Someone? But I've been focusing on something for the longest time. How do I wouldn't even know how to begin focusing on someone.
Find someone who's sitting very still.
You mean like down there on that bench?
Psst, psst, psst.
You okay? You seem to be leaking.
Very still. Find someone.
You mean, oh, I've been so foolish. You mean, but you and I have been, sitting here for years. We meet here and
Very patient.
you're very patient. It's been over a decade.
Gerald, these last few moments have been worth the wait.
I've been such a fool, Frank.
I have nothing without the desire to be the object of your focal attention. I have nothing in my life other than that desire.
I should. You think I could put my focus on you, Frank?
And then, and then I would be without desire.
And I would be kind of bored because you just sit there.
I like the way the things were before.
Me too.
There's a bird over your shoulder if you want to start again.
I think I do.
It's clear you don't need me. And thank you, folks. That was our show. Okay. Once again, John, it's always silly playing with you, except when, but this was for the light.
Yeah. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Yeah.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks, Follies.
Thank you,
Stay
Follies.
well. Okay. Go Pats. Okay.